Hello to those who are here. I am here just a little bit delayed and trying to dig up some music we can listen to. I thought I had a bunch of instrumental on here, but apparently I don't. Huh. Well, I hope y'all don't hate me, but I can't find my instrumental Christmas music, so you all get Mozart. Let's see. I think this is Mozart. There's paint on the CD. Let's see. Okay, how do I get this opened up? There we go. Really need to get some different music. Hello. So here's today's project, but before we start on today's project, I have something else to do for my page giveaway. If that music is too loud or too quiet, let me know. I like Mozart as much as the next person, but I don't generally listen to it when I'm painting. Need to get some music for streaming. So Off camera, you can't see it, but I have all of the names printed out, and I'm cutting them out to put into my jar here. This is my jar. So how are you guys doing today? Are you guys enjoying the giveaway? There is a chat if you'd like to chat. Ooh, most boring beginning of stream ever. Let me turn on the side stream cam. There we go. And just stick that right there. My jar down here. Hello from Florida. Enjoying your beautiful land of no snow because it is freezing up here in Idaho. I have several friends in Florida, and I believe I have some family down there as well. Painting is one of my favorite pastimes, so much that I've made it my full-time job. I really do enjoy it as well. To those who end up watching this later, I don't know what the chat shows, but when you live stream, there's a side chat where people can talk, and so I'm responding to things being posted in the side feed. Lots of names to add to the mug. And then all these names get added to the big jar that has all of the entries for the grand prize drawing. But it's still warmer than here. We have all this beautiful snow outside. So much for Christmas music. Okay, almost done cutting up names. I'm getting there. I don't know. I really enjoy photography, and I do a lot of photography as well, so I think it just depends on your area. I mean, I live out in the mountains, so we have all sorts of wildlife and nature that I could just pretty much go anywhere and photo the stuff I'm interested in. So it's just different interests, but I have too many different hobbies and things to just stick to one project or one medium, because I enjoy working in them all too much. There we go. And that is all of the names. Much more than last week. Thank you to those just tuning in. Okay, so I guess I don't have any fancy drum rolls or anything today, but I have a jar. So I'm going to go ahead and draw the winner of the week 2 Weasels on Easels giveaway prize, which includes a slew of prints and bookmarks and such from my page and Gracie's Art Corner. And it will also have a wire wrapping in there from Chicken's Trinkets, as well as a pair of earrings. And possibly another thing or two we might toss in there. Thank you to all of those who have entered. Next week's first question is posted on the page, but it has the wrong picture attached. So, I'll go ahead and draw a prize, not looking. And this week's prize goes to Holly Bowers. So I don't know if you're watching, but I will go ahead and message you. So there it is. Camera hates me. Congratulations, and thank you so much for entering. Yeah, so that's that. I will message you on Facebook. You've got 48 hours to message me back. All prizes get mailed the second week of January. And this giveaway is not affiliated with YouTube or Facebook or anything. Blah, 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 blah. Thank you, guys. I'm not going to be done streaming, though, because I have painting to do. So, for those who feel like hanging out, to work on painting. So, my hope is that my boyfriend's not watching this. Even though I told him he could, but he doesn't want to see it, so. See, I guess I'll let it over here. What's your cool? What does that mean? I am not sure. Okay, so yes. I have a tendency to work over here. So I'm going to move this dumb block onto this side. Stick it right there. Okay, so the type of paint I'm using is called Golden Paint is the brand. I use a lot of the different paints. I use their fluids, I use their heavy bodies, as well as a variety of other things. I also use Acylic paints. I really enjoy working in these acrylic paints. They're kind of a newer brand. They're supposed to be made so that you can rework them. I never have really used them that way, but I really like them for blending and doing my background. So a lot of my background work is done in the Acylic paints. Although painting on this surface is very different than other surfaces I've painted on. It's not absorbative at all. So voice mic picked up a different conversation. There aren't any other conversations around me, so aside of hearing Mozart in the background, I'm not sure what it's picking up. It's just me and my studio assistant in the window. Let's see. So I haven't really been doing anything too exciting with this. I've been working with brown and black and white and blue. Paints on here, let's see. Oops, the blue. And here's the brown. I had another brush I was using, I guess not. Oh, sorry. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Cat, what are you doing? Hey, stop it. Cat is trying to climb up the blinds. Hey! No. Go do other stuff, Harriet. The beautiful joy of trying to balance a workspace between having wars with cats who want to steal your paintbrushes and your paint bottles. We normally close her out of the studio, but when I'm in here, she cries at the door if I'm streaming. She hears me in here talking. I'm not sure what color I want to paint this controller. Let's do that. Art supplies are, I don't know how to, that varies depending on what your definition of expensive is and what types of materials you're using. The stuff that I use is, yes, it's typically fairly expensive, it's especially for me. But the reason you're going to have all sorts of different grades of art supplies. You've got your student grade, you have your professional grade, and then you've got your intermediate grades in between there. And I try to use more of the professional grade materials, specifically because I try to look for materials that are archival. Archival means that they are color fast or light fast, so that way they are less likely to be faded by the sun. They generally have more costly pigments in them, and just generally are a much better quality product. I mean, you can probably create anything with some of the cheaper brands, but you can't really guarantee how long it's going to last. And I don't enjoy working with a lot of the cheaper brands. Some of them just come across to me to be much more difficult to work with. They don't blend as nice. They're cheaply made. They don't have as much pigment. A lot of them are just a lot of binders with less pigment in it, because they're made to be cheaper and save the companies money when they make these products to sell. So for the most part, the materials that I use generally, I would say yes, they're on the higher end of products. A good comparison is to say look at Prismacolors and look at like Luminance or Polychromos pencils, and I'm not dissing any company, but I really enjoy working with the Luminance much more than the Prismas, and while Prismas are expensive to some people, they're not to others. And the Luminance generally will cost about twice as much as a Prismacolor pencil, but when I'm doing my own type of work involving them, I generally find that I like the Luminance better. Aside of generally having better pigments, I find that the Prismas have the breaking conflict that I don't have as much with the Luminance pencil. So even though they cost me twice as much, in the end, I guess you could say they're a little bit cheaper because I end up having to buy less pencils. I mean, so there's different degrees there to that. And I can offer people advice and brands and such all day long. So like there are certain things where price doesn't matter as much, and there are certain places where they matter a lot. So it's why I like that a lot of professional products have different. You can get them open stock. So if you want to try something that's a much more expensive product, but you don't just want to leap in if you're not going to like it, you can probably just buy it open stock. And then you don't have to worry about that because you can just buy a couple of them rather than having to drop all that money on a full set. Kind of like buying loose paint tubes. You can buy loose colored pencils that way. That's how I got started with my Copic markers, actually. I don't think I've ever bought a Copic marker set. I think they've all been open stock. But it allows you to pick the colors you want to work with as well as and whatnot, so. mouse has quit working. Oh, great. Let's see. I'm gonna have to shut down the stream for a moment. My keyboard has gone out. I will be back shortly, probably in about 5 minutes when I can get the stream going again. My computer's a butthead sometimes, and it will think that the keyboard has disconnected when it has not. So, and it's not gonna let me disconnect without. Yeah, I didn't think so. Pop back in a few minutes and I will resume streaming. Thank you.